Good morning and welcome to day 11 of our 26-day Reconnect yoga series. So we're just really reconnecting to ourselves and our bodies and loving and trusting our bodies. So this is your time to really just take some special time, whether you're dipping in for a couple of sessions or whether you're coming the whole way with me. Either in January 2023 or doing it another time. This is just a special time for you to really reconnect with your body. And it might be after surgery, it might be after you've had some kind of like trauma, and just important to know that your body's healthy and strong, and actually it's okay to be wherever you are in your journey with your journey with your body and yourself. So that's what this is about. And also, I just always want to say that we have a membership program, so you can press the join button down below, and it just means I get to know you a little bit better, and we all get to know each other a bit better, and can join weekly yoga classes and whatever else is going on. Hi Yasmina. Hi Tessa, hi Kathy. Yeah, it's really nice to see people popping up. And also, you could join my mailing list, which is on my website, and that's in the description. So that's great. It just means you get to hear about things like this. I will have emailed out about this, and this means you can go like, oh, I want to do that. So that's great. Okay, so lots of lovely women joining. That's great. And I suppose we better start. And I know Eve's joining soon, or whether she has or not. So yeah, hello Eve, if you're here. So yeah, let's start our day 11 together. Getting a little bit more energetic as the weeks go by, the days go by. But to be honest, it's still quite gentle. Okay, so taking your seat, whichever comfortable seat that is. It might be sitting on the mat cross-legged or with your legs out, or we might be sitting on a chair, whatever it is. And making yourself nice and comfortable. And we'll start by just bringing our awareness to our body and the way you're sitting. Feeling yourself connected, rooted to the mat and the earth beneath the mat or the chair. And feeling this sense of connection. So right from your base, Muladhara energy center chakra. And slowly moving through the spine and sacrum, up through your lower spine. It's your mid-back. Up to your upper part of your spine, to your neck. And bring your awareness to your breath. So noticing with every inhale and exhale how your body might be slightly moving, your upper body. Just keeping a gentle steady breath. Noticing how your body, your trunk of your body, maybe expanding as you inhale. And gently softening, contracting, moving back towards your spine as you exhale. Breathing in, expanding, and breathing out gently, softening back towards the spine. And if any thoughts arise, just allow them to come and go, ebb and flow. And then any emotions or physical body sensations, also just allowing them to be rising and falling, coming and going. Just focusing on the breath. And with the breath, might be the slight movement around your pelvis, sacrum, up into your spine, to your head, shoulders. It's very subtle, gentle movement. And placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Speaking quietly to yourself. I love and trust my body. I love and trust my body. I love and trust myself. I love and trust myself. And slowly, with your hands still on your heart and your belly, you can just begin to move forwards and backwards, inhaling forwards and exhaling back. So coming into this spinal flexions and extensions flow, seated cat. Breathing into the chest, the heart area as you move forward, as you breathe out, exhaling. Maybe this is soft, gentle flow. And with the breath, lovely. And from here, the next time you come forward in your inhale, with your inhale, open up the arms. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, hands. You could swap the hands around if you want. Exhale back. And inhale, opening. Exhale back. Inhale, stretching out the arms. Exhale. Opening up. Lovely, gentle. And then gently placing the hands down onto the knees. We're going to move from side to side. Stretching out around your hips, around your side body. And then placing one hand down and the other arm up. Stretching up. And then the other way. One hand down, the other one up. Stretching. It's a bit like you're plucking something from up high. Maybe a star from the sky. Stretching up. Lovely. This is keeping this flow. One more time on either side. And from here, we're going to move into the twist. So exhale over to the side. Inhale forward. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale. So we're gently waking up the spine. So we're moving it in all directions. And then back to center. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to stretch out the legs nice and wide. Take off my socks. And taking some circles with your feet. The other direction. And then pointing and flexing. And coming to stillness. And we'll gently exhale forward, inhale up. Seeing how far your body, your inner thighs, around your lower back, how far they'll stretch today. Just feel into it. Doesn't need to be very, making sure that you're not overstretching. Stroking up and down your legs. And then coming down and bringing your hands down onto the mat or wherever they are. They might be up here, just wherever it is. Just moving from side to side, breathing into the movement. Lovely. Keeping the right hand down and lifting up the left hand. And then exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you need anything to sit on, making sure you keep yourself nice and comfortable. And placing hands down and gently moving yourself back up. That's lovely. And we'll bring ourselves onto all fours. So we've got the knees below your hips and your hands below your shoulders. We'll start just gently move the spine in any way that feels right for you this morning. So you might be moving your hips from side to side and involving your shoulders, making the spine, or taking circles with the spine, flexions and extensions, whatever feels right for you this morning. Remembering that your pelvic diaphragm, your mula bandha, pelvic floor can really get involved as you're tilting your pelvis and your abdominal muscles. Then gently coming to stillness and starting to walk the hands in front and stretching down into puppy pose. So you might have your chin and your chest on the mat or the forehead on the mat. And slowly moving your hands back so that they're below your shoulders. That's lovely. And ease back into child. And this rock here in child from side to side. And coming to stillness. And start to walk the hands over to the left. Stretching out the right side. And then begin to walk the hands back to center. And over to the right, stretching out your left side. Walking the hands back to center. Stretching the arms out. Making sure the knees are hip width apart, turning the toes around, and exhale back into downward dog. So you're really easing your chest back towards your knees. And on the next inhale, lifting up into an acute dog, really stretching up nice and high. And then ease down your heels, one at a time. As you exhale, and taking some deep, full breaths here. Coming to stillness and down dog, we'll lift up the right leg. So you're in three-legged dog, really engaging your your abs, your core, and then drop the heel back, and we're opening up the knee to the side, if that feels okay for you. So really opening up the hip. Let's draw the leg through, so placing your foot in between the hands, and we're up in the runner's lunge. And it's taking a little bit of time in runner's lunge to stretch forwards and back just a little bit. So we're just kind of flowing in our lunge. That's lovely. And then straightening the leg so that you're having a stretch of your hamstring on the right side. So your foot, your toes will come off the mat. You're on your heel. And then back onto the lunge. And we'll first bring ourselves up into a crescent lunge. So high lunge here. Oh, hands at the heart. Straight back leg, knee is over ankle. Lifting up the arms. Taking steady, deep breaths. Re-engaging your core, softening your shoulders. And then clipping down the back heel here. And then we're going to heel toe to warrior two. Opening up the arms. Lovely. So really in warrior two, really engaging your pelvic floor and your core here. So it's any of these strengthening postures, these standing warrior type postures, we want to keep ourselves nice and strong. Then we'll turn around the front palm and exhale back into a peaceful warrior. That's lovely. And then bring the arms back up, warrior two, and then exhale into Parsvakonasana, the side angle. So just bring in just a few stronger postures today. And still focusing on our love and trust, our connection with ourselves, our bodies. So trusting your bodies, and then bring a hand to the heart. That's lovely. And facing the front, we'll open up the leg and come up to standing at the front of the mat. Bring the hands down by your sides. And just take a moment here in mountain posture. Feeling yourself swaying slightly, maybe with your feet firmly on the mat. Just taking a moment of moving forwards and backwards, side to side and in circles. Notice that one leg might feel that it's done a little bit more work than the other. Then lifting up the arms, straightening through an extended mountain, and hands to the heart, and gently folding forward in Uttanasana. So just being here for a moment, hanging here, relaxing the knees. Then inhale, flat back with your hands on your shins. Exhale, folding forward. And we'll step back to downward dog. Just gentle, full, steady breaths in down dog. And we'll lower the knees down. Inhale, upward cat. And exhale back into child. And just take a moment of rest in child. And stretching up the arms. Inhale, upward cat. Exhale, back into downward dog. Feet hip width apart. Outside edge of the feet in line with the mat. It slightly opens up your sacrum. And lifting up the left leg. Three-legged dog. Really engaging your core here. And stretching through your shoulder blades, right through the leg, and then the heel coming back towards your hips. Now you're opening up your knee to the side, so you're opening up your leg a little bit more, bringing through the left leg and coming into the runner's lunge. Just being here for a moment. Maybe moving forwards and backwards a little bit. Stretching through your hips. And then exhale back. So we're straightening the leg, coming up to your heel, flexing the foot. And then inhale forward, clip down the back heel. Sorry. And move so that your heel to arch alignment. Your knee is over the ankle. Front knee over the ankle. And then opening up into warrior two. Softening the shoulders and your face. Really engaging pelvic floor, your abs. Looking over the front arm. Turning your palm up and then back into peaceful warrior. Floating through warrior two again. Taking a breath here and then exhale down Parsvakonasana for side angle posture. And slowly coming back up. And hands at the heart center in Namaste. Then to the front of the mat. Feet hip width apart. And bringing your hands down by your side. And just gently being here in mountain. And taking a little bit of movements from side to side, circling around, really engaging your core as you do so. You're strengthening here. This is a really wonderful strengthening balance, very gentle, but actually very effective and strong balance. Moving from side to side, forwards and backwards, taking circles. Lovely, good. And then we'll come to stillness, lifting up into extended mountain. Bring the hands down to the heart and exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, flat back, so that your hands are on your shins. Exhale, fold forward. Breath in, and then step back to downward dog. Lowering your knees down. Inhale, upward cat. And exhale, down into child.
Just gently rock your hips from side to side.
Then coming up, coming back into through seated and onto sitting onto the mat. So with this series, we started really gently. We're slowly building up. It's never going to get too wild, don't worry. But we're going to bring in a little bit more strengthening. So that as we're building up, we've been through quite some lovely flowing stretching. So we're just going to bring in a little bit of strengthening as we move through this series. So let's come into the Navasana, the boat. So as you exhale, you're lifting up your legs and have bent legs. And you've got a nice straight back. This is really engaging your core here. So you might want to keep your hands behind your knees, or you could straighten out your hands like this. And if you're someone who's really strong and you're fine with that, I mean, most of us won't be, because a lot of us will have had abdominal surgery and have some kind of trauma or damage to our core, because that's why a lot of people were here on this channel. So you might not be straightening out your legs like that. I don't do that. It's not physically possible for me. So just bring the hands wherever they need to be. I'm going to keep mine behind my knees today. So taking just a few breaths here in Navasana, the boat. And then lowering your feet down. Your feet are together, your knees are apart. And then gently move forward into Baddha Konasana. Just have a little bit of movement from side to side. And that's lovely. And slowly making your way back up and coming into Navasana again. Just a few breaths. Remember to really engage your core. And then exhale, coming forward, and moving from side to side. Lovely. And begin to bring yourself back up. And lying down on the mat. So from here, lying on the mat, you have your feet hip width apart and your knees hip width apart. You can start to think about making yourself nice and warm. And then we'll place the feet to the edge of the mat and then move your knees from side to side. So just gently stretching out round your hips and your legs. Then back up to center, placing the feet hip width apart again. And we'll just start to take pelvic tilts. So you're just literally scooping up your pelvis, pressing your lumbar spine into the mat. So your coccyx and the sacrum, you're just undulating them, just gently lifting and lowering. Exhale as you lift, engaging pelvic floor. The navel goes back towards the spine. So that means you're gently engaging the inner abdominal muscles. If you need to, you can put a block or a soft big ball, like a medium-sized ball, in between your knees. And then start to flow up into a bridge. So you're peeling your spine off the mat as you exhale. And coming all the way up onto round about your shoulders. Breath in, and then peel up or place your spine back onto the mat as you exhale. Breath in, and then exhaling up again. So just nice and gentle, really engaging your glutes as you come up. Inhale, and then lowering down, placing one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. One more time. Breath in at the bottom, and then start to scoop the pelvis, peeling your spine off the mat. Inhale as you're up on your shoulders, and then exhale, lowering your spine one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. That's lovely. Then drawing your knees one at a time into your chest and rocking from side to side. That's lovely. Placing your feet back down. I'm going to come into leg cradle again. So we're going to lift up the right leg and just have a little stretch of the leg and maybe some circling of the foot rather. And then place the ankle, your right ankle, onto your left quad. And then your right hand's coming through, taking hold of your left one behind. And it might be that you're getting flexible enough to bring your hands on your shin or just keep it behind your thigh. If your head is doing this, use a strap or something so you can have your head down. The whole thing is we're trying to keep the upper body as restful as possible while we're stretching out around our hip, the right hip. This one's really good for sciatica. Can be. And placing your feet back down, releasing the leg cradle. And let's just have a little rock from side to side again. Coming back up, lifting up the left leg, stretching out your leg, easing out those muscles, taking some circles with your foot. Then placing the ankle, left ankle, right quad, and then bringing your hand through. And the other hand, so left hand's going through in the middle, other hand on the outside and clasping. And coming into the leg cradle. And again, you can do like me, I'm doing some movements for stretching out, or you could just hold and breathe the legs into you. And now gently easing down your legs and taking a full body stretch. Just easing one side of your body, then the other, and then draw the knees into the chest. And just rock from side to side. If you wish, you can come up into happy baby, holding your feet. And then maybe you want to stretch out the legs, wide leg stretch. And slowly make your way down into Shavasana. You could have a moment in Supta Baddha Konasana with your knees apart and your feet together, if that suits you, for a bit. Otherwise, just come down into Shavasana. And please stay here longer if you need to. It's never very long in this series. So we're just having a little bit of time in Shavasana to connect with the earth. Really relax. Fully and completely relax here. So feeling your body connected to the mat or the earth beneath the mat. Or if you're in a chair, the chair. And feeling the covers on your body or the weight of the clothing. The front of your body is resting on the back of your body. Allowing yourself to fully and completely relax. It's taking this little bit of time. And placing one hand on your belly, one hand on the heart. It's time to reconnect. And I love and trust my body. I love and trust my body. I love and trust myself. I love and trust myself. And slowly making some little movements. You might stretch out again, or draw your knees into the chest again. Moving over onto the side. And slowly bring yourself back up to seated in a comfortable seated position. Let's take a few deep breaths here. And hands at the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. It's this real pleasure to be taking this time to spend every morning with you. It's really nice. It's just lovely. Bye, Kathy. Yeah, so nice to see you. If anyone wants to say hello who's just joined or has been practicing with us but wasn't here at the beginning, then you may. It's just a lovely thing to be doing this for January and then for afterwards as well. So these can be used by anyone for years. For years to come, which is really nice. So yeah, thank you again. I just kind of I know I just say that all the time, don't I? Thank you so much. But it's just lovely to have you here on my channel. And yeah, please do subscribe if you're not already. And also, you can join the membership program if you want to. Just the little join button down below. And also my mailing list. It's really great to have you on my mailing list because it just means that I don't mail out very often, but it just means that you get to like hear about things like this that's happening. And holidays. I've got going to Morocco soon. Yoga holidays. Okay. Lots of love and see you again tomorrow. Bye.